wins, no losses, 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his first attempt at a world title, please welcome the IBF #1 ranked welterweight champion, known as the Special One, introducing he also is undefeated with a record of 24 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making the second attempt to this title, here is the undefeated IBF Welterweight Champion of the world, introducing
What is up, guys? This is Aaron of ThumbstarRepair.com. This video actually has nothing to do with glass repairs or smartphones for that matter. This is actually my first post-fight reaction analysis to a boxing event that happened August 16th, Saturday night. To be exact, it was the IBF Welterweight Championship between Shawn of the USA and Kell Brook, hailing from Sheffield, UK. And I just want to give my 2 cents, my brief thoughts on the whole fight. I was there, and before the fight even happened, I picked Porter to win. I thought the overwhelming aggression that he employed on Devin Alexander 2 fights ago, I thought that same aggression would translate over to the Brook fight. But evidently I was wrong. Before the fight even happened, I didn't know that much about Brook that I should have. I knew he was a boxer. He liked to fight on the outside, but I didn't know to what magnitude of a smart boxer, tactical fighter he was until Saturday night. When that fight came around, now I knew. And at the end of the fight, I scored it 115 to 113 for Brook. Basically, Brook's game plan was him being the taller fighter with the higher reach. He had to fight him out at the outside, on the outside, maintain a fair enough distance. And when he had that distance, he was able to outbox him, outpin him, and land in some good pot shots. He landed some good straight rights, and some good counter shots as well. And also, just as notable, his uppercuts, especially in the 7th round, he tagged Porter with a good uppercut. And yeah, he basically maintained as much as he could. He maintained the distance. When he had the distance, he outboxed him, landed the more accurate, more meaningful punches. And another tactic Brook used was when Porter, him being the shorter fighter and lesser reach, he had to fight on the inside. So whenever Porter tried to close up that distance, whenever he tried to sneak his way into Brook's space, Brook clinched him for a considerable amount of time, which took Porter off his game plan, and Porter couldn't do much once he got clinched. Porter's game plan, generally on the surface, it was the correct game plan. He had to fight on the inside, but how he went about it, he was so reckless, so uncomposed, that it did him no favors. Like, he tried to force his way, bully his way into the inside, and he just threw reckless shots, random shots. He didn't put that much thought into each punch he threw. He just, whatever he threw. He wished that he just chanced it and just wished that it would land. But Brook, he saw the majority of his punches, and he telegraphed them, and he wasn't falling for his feints as well. Porter, he had to fight on the inside, but he could have been more composed, and he should have put more thought into every punch he threw. He shouldn't have just randomized his attacks and hoping his shots would land. Most of the shots were hooks. They were too wide, and any counterpuncher, any tactical fighter would dissect that, and Porter would get tagged pretty good. And that was the case Saturday night. And Brook, he got the well-deserved win. Again, I gave it 115 to 113 to Brook. Even the rounds that I did give to Porter, it was still 50-50. You could argue that Brook won those rounds as well. That just shows you that it was a tough fight for Porter. And again, congrats to Brook for the win, well deserved. Porter, he needs to learn how not to fight reckless. He needs to compose himself. He needs to hone in. He needs to know what, at any given time, what type of punch to throw, and he needs to pick his shots well, basically, and be a better boxer than he was that night. And another thing he has to improve on is he needs to improve on his straight right. It's not well developed as of now. If he could sharpen that up, develop a more powerful right that's more well developed, it could add more to his overall offensive arsenal. But yeah, he just fights too reckless, and he doesn't pick his shots well, which led to the loss and Brook getting the belt. And Brook is the current IBF Welterweight champion, and hopefully Porter can learn from this and rebuild his name, rebuild his brand, his buzz again. I'm sure he will. I'm pulling for him, but yeah, he needs to improve. He needs to improve from that last fight. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next boxing event that I'm hoping to attend is the Triple G fight. I've been reading up reports that GGG is fighting the current IBF middleweight titleist Marco Rubio of Mexico. I heard the venue they're picking is the StubHub Center, which was the same spot of the Porter Brook fight. If that goes down, I'll attend and I'll give you my thoughts on that and more. And again, this video is the first of many post-fight reaction videos to come. Also, on another side note, I'm not done with my glass repair videos. I'll have more videos on that, and that's about it. Later.